Good afternoon, viewers. You are welcome to your favorite online TV, Cleveland TV. I am your host, Uluwafemi Olawale. And here this afternoon, we'll be interviewing the Chief Press Secretary to the Chairman, the LCDA, Ikotun Lcda Local Council Development, I guess.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. He'll be introducing himself. Tell us a little about himself.
My name is Oseni Abayomi Eniola Badmus. I'm the personal assistant, head of media, and chief press secretary to the executive chairman, Chief Honorable Morenike Williams, Igando Ikotun Lcda.
You have given us a little about yourself. We know the department you occupy deals with information. So, how have you been able to manage the information working with the chairman?
Well, as you already know, information is the key of the management, and once information is being lacked in any administration, such administration will not be productive. And people out there are really interested in getting adequate information, daily updates, expected views. So it's now of my responsibilities to discharge the obligation given to me as the Chief Press Secretary to my principal, Chief Honorable Morenike Williams, to disseminate the appropriate information to the public, to the people, to the communal, to let them know what is happening within the circle of the system, which I've been doing.
Like you said, information is very vital.
Absolutely.
To any agency, private sector, organization.
Absolutely.
And how have this present administration, how have you been able to, how do I put it, to structure information in such a way that even when bad news filter in, how do you deal with it before it gets to the public?
Obviously, it is expected, and those are one of the challenges we image builder, image maker is expected of us. Like the group I belong to, which have not happened in the history of Lagos State. I am part of the initiator and the founder of a group called CPS, Chief Press Secretary of Conference 57 Lagos State. It was the initiative of myself and a very vibrant colleague of mine called Tunde Akere, the Chief Press Secretary of Bariga. He saw the dream and he came to me and I gave him the drive. As we speak to you now, we are recognized in Lagos State. We just recently completed a retreat, first of its kind in the history of Federal Republic of Nigeria, that we held in Badagry, that we call expatriates, Google, professionals, journalists to come and educate us what information is all about. Information is the key, like I rightly said. As an image builder, what I chose to do when you give a wrong information about my executive principal, it's now of my responsibility to debunk the impression that has been disseminated. As you rightly know, you don't expect everybody to like you. So once they are giving a very bad impression about my principal, it is for me to come on air and debunk such an impression. So which I have been doing.
Okay. The chief executive officer of this LCD being a woman, how easy has it been working with a woman
Fantastic,
executive?
fantastic, pleasant. She's a mother. She's a mother. I hope and I wish this is my first appointment to work as a chief press secretary of my kind. And I put it to you, in the history of Lagos State, I haven't worked with such a very pleasant reputable, decent, radiant, elegant, proactive, versatile, eloquent executive chairman before. She's, let me use a Yoruba language, we put it obìnrin bí ọkùnrin. She's accommodating, friendly, very, very good listening. She has a listening ear, which is a key. When you're working with your principal, you give her an information, ma, look at this direction. She key into it. She doesn't hesitate. She doesn't underestimate. She doesn't compromise. She only review and then she feeding back. It has been very pleasant. I have never had any issue when it comes to working as a principal with my boss. It has been very, very pleasant.
Okay, with all these attributes or adjectives that you have used to qualify her, would you please tell us briefly about her, working with her?
Chief Honorable Morenike Williams has been the first women that held the vice chairman in Igando Ikotun. Okay, let me put it to you. She was the first female student union president in Accord. She is the first female vice chairman in Igando Ikotun Lcda. She's the first female, again, executive chairman. She's the first female to run this council twice in the history of Alimosho and the history of Igando Ikotun. It has never happened before. She has a very excellent track record. She has been a very hardworking, committed APC grassroots developer. Very productive, very articulate, and very hardworking. I have not found or sat down for a day to regret ever working with her. She has been very, very positive in developing the community. In the history of Lagos State, out of the Conference 57, she has won several awards from several youth, from artisans, from groups, even from less privileged people. She has contributed massively, a lot, on health, environmental sector, growth, roads, schools, and lives of people, widows, empowerment, youth, several.
Okay, that's a very elaborated introduction about her. This LCDA is one of the largest, if not the largest, in Lagos.
It's the biggest.
It's the biggest, okay. So
by structure.
By structure-wise. So how I know a lot of projects will be needed to at least let citizens, the local community, benefit from the local democracy. With the structure being so large, how have you been able to, as in, extend to every areas of this LCDA to make sure they get the dividend of democracy?
Thank you. My principal, Honorable Chief Morenike Additional Williams, has been very massive in terms of getting to the grassroots, giving the dividend of democracy, giving the expected campaign promise that she promised people. She has been a woman of her words. We have several wards in Igando Ikotun Lcda. She has affected positively by contributing massively to all the 7 LCDA. I repeat, we have 7 LCDA in Igando Ikotun Lcda. and she has affected all the 7 SCDA in Igando Ikotun SCDAs. And as I speak to you now, she has graded over 347, I repeat, 347 palliative roads. As I speak to you now, we are presently working on even state restructuring of those road maintenance with the potholes by ensuring the smooth and free flow of people on major road. She has successfully constructed a very standard, which was even the state standard was inspected and were given an award for it. As I speak to you now, 2 standard roads in Akinyemi and Olowola. She has successfully, I repeat again, she is the first chairman in Lagos State that gave cars for comfort and easy accessibility for all the legislative arms in Igando Ikotun Lcda. On health-wise, we have a primary health care, we have free immunizations, free family planning, we give free pampers to kids, 3. And that has been the same status quo we have been running since the administrative was sworn into office. And as I speak to you, we are working on a very standard, which will commence as soon as ASP, a library that will be for the benefit of all the students in Igando Ikotun and outside Igando Ikotun to have a very standard education, to have a very broad knowledge in Igando Ikotun. We are going to have the library here. And as I speak to you, in Ikotun local government, Ikotun market, she did a very standard structure of not of the best of this kind of 2 drainages. We have recorded several disasters before she came into the system that water flood and you know thereabouts have been affecting the people in the market. For the comfort of people that comes for business transactions, she has conveniently constructed 2 standard, which even the what they call the market will be ties and it will be motorable. Sorry, it's going to be full of standard latrats. And even other places like that I cannot really mention, which she has affected. Administrative wise, she has renovated the council. Even as I speak to you now, we are having a very standard conference hall, which will be meant to generate revenue, that will be installed with full AC and alright ties. As I speak to you, is under construction. A lot.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you. All these laudable projects and testimonies, you mentioned about green of roads,
Yes.
347. Yeah. Are these projects, are they verifiable?
Obviously, we have the list. We have the list and we have the name. You know, Igando Ikotun is a rural area. It's not like Surulere. It's not like Egbeda. It's not like Ijeshatedu. What we can do here is palliative. We have a tractor here, belongs to the council. The executive chairman went at extent of hiring external tractor to ensure she meets with the demands of people. While one was working at Igando, the other was similarly working at Isheri Osun. At the same time, being multitasking. And during that period, before the rainy season, we have successfully graded those numbers of roads I mentioned. We are entering the dry season now. The road will still commence. You know, palliative when you grade and you put little or red sound. You cannot do that during the rainy season. But I put it to you now, between now and December, it's not about campaigning. It's not about the campaign is our fast approach. No. When there is rainy season, we have to stampede it. But since the rain has stopped for a while now, we are going to ensure that we proceed with the continuation where we have stopped. Obviously, sir, between now and December, we ought to have graded nothing less than 1,000 roads. And all these things are verifiable. The CD and the CDC are always on ground whenever we are grading all these roads. That has been what the executive chairman has been doing for, you know, you can't really cover everywhere, but it's an administration that have the people at heart, that have been ensuring to deliver what is expected and the campaign promises.
Very good one. With all these projects that you have mentioned, one, if we look at it, local government these days, the revenue generated within and the allocation from the federal government or state government most times are not always adequate to embark on such project like this. How has the chief executive officer of this LCD been able to embark on such numerous projects?
God bless you. And I love that beautiful question. But let me put it to you, sir. It's always the same, as a popular saying, by some council chairman, that IDR are mainly meant for salaries.
Okay.
But let me tell you, the jack rather. But let me tell you, chairman has been on her toes. Honorable Menike Williams, the executive chairman Igando Ikotun, has been on her toes, ensuring she debunked that impression that is not the line. She looked inward. Salary aside, non-pensionable, fine. She pays salary as when due, without stories. In her first tenure, and this is her second tenure, you can confirm she doesn't owe me salary. We similarly everybody. Now, sir, she is doing all this looking inward, ensuring that if we have 10 naira, let us rationalize it. I haven't given 8 naira to the expected task. Why don't we use this 2 naira for the dividend of democracy? For what the people that voted for us are actually expected of, rather than giving stories. Since she came into this office, in her 200 days, sir, the chairman did an empowerment numerously. Talk of the town that has never happened in the history of Alimosho. Despite we are LCDA, we are not local government. Haven't done the empowerment by empowering the youth, by empowering the widows, by empowering the leaders and the artisans. After that, 200 people graduated as a student in this our LCDA that they were certified from the catering, professional hairdressers, skills acquisitions. Under 200 days, sir. Under 200 days, sir, she renovated the council by putting a very standard structure here in the conference. After the interview, you can come and see it. She changed on the structure.
Okay.
These are things that she put it on herself that it is rather for her not to have anything than to acquire what belongs to people. She believes, as I rightly said, that she's a mother. She believes in people, putting smile on people's face. So I don't know the tactics and the strategy, how she arrived and the permutation achieving all this task, but she has not gone to bank to loan, to source for loan. Is rather than managing the little resources we have, ensuring that this thing is being done as expected, which I want to give kudos to her for all these achievements so far.
Okay. Like I said earlier, if IGR is not enough to
very small.
Yeah, do all of this. Looking at local government generally, do you think autonomy, local government autonomy, will be the best way to go? And if yes or no, why?
Well, to me, I want to support the notion, the people that are piloting the ideology of local government autonomy. It is very, very good. And I give you a very fundamental reason. Why? It is because the tippers that the council get, it is very, very mean to deliver beyond the expectation of people that voted you. Despite all the analysis I have just pre-mentioned, with all facts and figures, some are out there still saying that what are these people doing? You agree with me, sir? Despite all the efforts of President Muhammad Buhari, people are still like, Kilonshi. So we are not saying we want to please everybody, but when you have the autonomy, there are certain money that it is expected to come to the council directly. Once it gets to the state, it will be divided. We get the tippers from it. But if we are independent body, we get the money directly from the federal. And there are certain things that which I believe the council ought to be generating money from, which have been deprived by the state, having the foresight as the apex body, generating those revenue at the detriment of the local government. If all these things are being put in place, I want to strongly believe that the council will be able to achieve more. Having been within the tickle of 365 days, acquiring and achieving successfully two roads, we should be talking about 8 roads. We should be talking. It will be very, very faster. The speed will be very, very rapid. The growth to get to the grassroots, to the affected concerned bodies, to the affected concerned people that voted us into the office. By so doing, what people expected from the council boss will be delivered, if not all, to a reasonable percentage. But what we get is very mere, and there's limits to what you can do. Like I rightly said, you have 10, you take 8, and the remaining 2. Why we have some council mayor that fails to do all of this, at the same time, we still call them LCDA, Local Council Development Area. And even some get higher than we do as a jack from the state monthly. Yet do not accomplish all of this, why those that get the mere lower still do something? Reverse be the case. But the fact remains that once money comes directly to the council as expected, having the autonomy to operate, sir, I put it to you, there is no how. There will be an very, very drastic impact on people without no any doubt. It will be, and there will be an impact. Yes. So I want to strongly believe the people piloting the ideology, the people behind the idea, and I want to believe by God's grace it will materialize, inshallah.
Talking about election is around the corner, and I believe the campaign has started already.
Yes.
With the president taking the initiative. What is your agency doing to ensure that you have each free and fair election?
You mean APC?
Not just APC, your agency or the department which you belong, which is the media. What are you doing to sensitize people to make sure the coming election is free and fair?
We have said it earlier. I belong to a group. I just handed over to the newly elected ESCO. I was the General Secretary of CPS, Conference 57, Media, aid to the Executive Chairman, the initiator, the pioneer founder, myself, and Tunde Akeri, the CPS in Badagry, my very good friend. We have written several letters. Campaign is coming on board. We are going to collaborate. We are going to conjoin with the campaign struggle. What we are going to do, we are the mouthpiece of the grassroots, which is our motto. We are the ones that can reach to the grassroots. Once I vibrate now, I put it to you with all my relevant social media networking. If I give a breaking news, I can reach out. I put it to you with all my relevancy social media I belong to. We have a website, we have a Twitter page, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have several large number of WhatsApp. The headlights will get my information nothing less than 5,000 people in Igando Ikotun Lcda. If I can reach out within 10 minutes to 5,000 people, I want to believe same people are going to reach out. Within the 24 hours, they are going to get my information, sir. So what are we saying? We are the mouthpiece of the grassroots. We are going to work in conjunctions with the campaign committee. We are going to ensure we deliver APC, All Progressive Congress, to against our opposition. We are going to the field. Obviously, we are going to, well, I know we are going to defeat them with all assurance. So, the CPS and some council chairman do have CPAs. Out of 57 LCDs, our number is 46. So I employ every other council chairman who does not have CPAs to please try and find a very, very proactive and loyal CPS that can propagate all their achievements in office. Not just only that, to speak through them as to reach out to people.
Okay, you said something concerning the Chief Executive Officer, the person of Chief Veronica Williams. This is our second term in office.
Yes.
Chairman.
Yes.
Is she still eligible to go for the next?
Constitutionally, she's not.
Okay.
Constitutionally, she's not.
So definitely after this tenure, she'll be stepping down.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And let's delve into Lagos politics a little bit. The present governor will be stepping aside for someone else. Would you?
Inshallah, Sanwo-Olu, Babajide, Sanwo-Olu, Sanwo-Eko.
Okay. Do you? Well, it is still APC. The ideology still remains the same. Do you think Sanwo-Olu has better agenda in store than the previous person?
Government is about continuity.
Okay.
Government is about progress. I am not comparing, I am not here and I will never be on air to compare His Excellency Governor Akumi Ambode, the incumbent governor. Somebody was there before the governor. And before that governor, somebody was there. And after this, Babajide, Sanwo-Olu, somebody else will be there.
But do you think he has performed excellently well?
He absolutely, perfectly, excellently. He has done credible well. He has done excellently well. What we are saying is, let's give another try.
Someone else a chance.
It's the leader concept, passes supremacy. No issue. His Excellency will be the frontliner that will pilot the campaign of Babajide Sanwo-Olu. We have seen it all about going out around, taking him to places. That's the sign of love that we have in our party. APC is very lovely family. So I'm not saying this one will perform beyond this one, excellently more than this one. Our national leader, the Jagaban Bogu, the voice of Bodilon of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, would not give Lagos State a moron. He will not give us a mediocrate. He will not give us a mediocrat. He has given us a technocrat. I want to believe 100% assurance Babajide Sanwo-Olu will perform excellently.
Thank you very much. We learned recently that the Vice President visited the council. What was his motive of visiting?
It's trade money. Trade money. You register. That's what I'm saying. APC government, very good government. The money that have been embezzled by some elders, bad corrupt leaders. Buhari got the money. Send the money to people. Go and invest. He has been a bad leader. He will get the money, acquire the money, take it away, put the money in laundry, and go. No, he won't do that. He got the money. What do we do? Let's give this money to the people. We'll keep giving this money that has been given.
It is still your favorite online TV, Cleveland TV, and I still have with me the Chief Press Secretary to the Chairman of the Lcda, Ikotun Lcda, the person of Comrade Badmus Eniola Oseni. Thank you very much for that correction. And to my last question, what is your message to citizens out there? The election is coming. What is your message to them concerning the coming election?
Very simple. Vote a transparent party.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time.
You're most welcome.
I hope when else will call on you, give us audience.
With our pleasure. With our pleasure.
This is where we draw the curtain on today's edition of the interview with Comrade Oseni Badmus Eniola. Till we come your way again with another edition of this interview. This is Cleveland TV and this is Oluwafemi Olaoyenikan.